Hey yo, what is going on? DJ Matt, MAD checking in, and welcome to another tutorial. I don't know what I'm going to call this, so I just figured out and put it on the description below. Sorry guys for taking so long to bring you guys a new video. I've been doing a lot of soul searching when it comes to the production and trying to learn new things. Before we get started, please hit like, subscribe, and comment a little bit. Was extremely appreciated, so the videos could rank up and stuff like that. So let's get started. Lately, like I said before, I've been searching and trying to learn new things, and that's why I haven't done any new tutorials. Like for example, I've been trying to finish some of the products that I've been working on, some of my production, which I have a few things that I have released on my digital label, which is called Digital Wax. It's on Beatport, Traxsource, iTunes, and all the digital stores out there. So go check it out. Got a lot of cool tech house tracks and some techno tracks. Now, what I did, I took the beginning of the year and I started releasing a whole bunch of tech house and techno. Now I'm gonna go back and start doing a whole bunch of EDM. So that's what I've been studying, because as easy as everybody may think EDM is, I mean music in general, but you know, EDM, anything that has to be anything that's musical, you have to have a lot of knowledge of music to be able to do melodies and stuff like that. So that's what I've been doing. I've been studying and learning and stuff like that, so I could teach you guys. If you guys don't know, give you a little better and more information that will be more useful. Also, I welcome you guys to comment below, and to, you know, if it's something that I get stuck on Cubase or whatever, for you guys to help me out and give me tips and tricks, because that's the way you learn the best, is by actually sharing ideas and stuff like that. All right, so on this video, I've been working on this track for the past couple of days, about 2 days, and I've started using some new plugins and stuff like that. So this is not going to be a video about me working through the track, because this track is just about done. All I'm doing is tweaking and adding and taking off and vibing with it little by little. So I'm just going to walk you through this track and what I've done, and see if you guys could pick up from it, and I'll talk about what I've learned in the past few days. So to begin with, I'm just going to start from the beginning right here. I think this track is really cool. There goes the second part right here. Then it builds up. So that's what I got going on, and let me walk you through what I did and why I did what. Notice that I went straight. I think it's a 32-bar intro, and what I did, I didn't do like a big break before the drop. I just build it, did like a couple of build-ups, synth and sweeps. All right, the reason why I did this is because a lot of producers, and understand this, when I'm talking about this topic right here, I'm not trying to diss anyone. It's just a lack of knowledge. And like I said before, the more you share things and the more you talk to other people, the more you tend to learn and fix your stuff so it can fit more to what it really is meant for, which is for the nightclubs and for the DJs. A lot of producers, they tend to do like a really cool drum build up, and then it drops. And then like the melodies and whatever. Well, I'm a DJ first. I started DJing first, and then I started producing second. A lot of guys out there, especially the big guys, they were producers first, and then they started DJing because they were producers. Which you know, there's advantages and there's pros and cons to that. So the reason why I didn't do a big drop over here, like, I mean, not a big drop, a big dropout with like melodies and stuff like that, is because when I'm in the club and you have like this energy going, there are certain tracks that you could do dropouts, but you can't play every track that you play. Can I have a dropout? You have to, you know, sometimes you got to maybe play like 2 or 3 tracks that are just continuous with energy, continuing energy, and it's just mayhem, and then you go into a track that has a dropout. So that's why I did it, you know, the mix in drums and then right into the drop. So as it goes into the drop, you know, it does a couple of changes here and there, which I love those snares. Sounds like a battle type of thing. I'm actually thinking of naming this song "Children of War." If you guys have any other suggestions as far as the name of this track, I will appreciate it. You can put it down below. And I'm also going to put this session on splice.com. I don't know if you guys know about that. I'm actually going to put a link below to splice.com, to my account, so you guys can actually, you know, I'm going to have I think the only way you could join the splice.com is to get invited. So I get 5 invites. So I'm going to put a link below, and then you guys can click on it and join Splice. What Splice is actually a website where you can actually share your sessions, and people can actually download the full sessions and remix it and upload it, and the owner of the sessions can actually use it if they want, or if you want to collaborate and stuff like that. It's a really cool collaborating website. So I'm going to have the link below. It's called splice.com. Make sure to check that out. And I'm going to have this session. The only thing that I'm going to put this session is on, I'm going to put this session on Ableton Live. Okay, because currently they don't have support for Cubase, so they only have support for Logic X and Ableton Live, and I think Fruity Loops. I'm not sure, which I ain't messing with that. Although I do have it, I think it's a really cool program, but I choose to, you know, stay on this side. So, when I did the drum build up, I went into the drop, and then on the second time around, I did a dropout, which it sounds like this. Now, to me, it makes a little more sense to do it on the second time around, because you already gave him that energy, you know, and it gives the track a little more humph, or I don't know, something. It just feels better to me. And I didn't make this dropout too big, just straight to the point and build up right here. Yeah, more build up.
Children, gather round.
So like you can tell, it's a very simple track with a really cool drop, which, by the way, on the next video, I want you guys to be on the lookout for the next video, and I want you guys to look for this plugin right here, which is a really incredible plugin. I think you guys are going to enjoy. It's called MIDI Madness. It's cool because I'm DJ Mad, so it's MIDI Madness. This plugin right here is incredible. Trust me, if you don't know about this plugin, go on YouTube, type MIDI Madness, and look for somebody that has a tutorial about it. I am going to be talking about it on my next tutorial. This video right here is not really up. I'm not going to concentrate on it so much, but I am going to talk about it on the next one. And I'm going to start a track from scratch so you guys can see how this thing is used. That's how I created this melody right here, which is, I think, is really cool. So look for that. All right, so what do I have here? Very important arrangement, or I like to organize everything. I have all the you know, the drop synths. I have them all together. I got the synth, the break synth, which is the dropout. Then I have all my drums together, and inside my drums I got folders with like my kick, my percussion, effects. So you see, everything is very organized. Let's start from the beginning. First thing I did right here, I'm using a plugin Kick by Nicky Romero. Sometimes I like to use it, sometimes I like to use Metronome, sometimes I like to use samples, whatever. The point is, I'm using this right here, and notice that I have two instances of Nicky Romero, which is this and this. This one is actually filter. It's actually short kick. So I'm going to name it like that. So what I did here let's open both. This is the main one, the main kick, and this is the short one. You won't be able to see the difference right away, but all I did was to give it a better feel in the beginning. It's actually, this is supposed to be the other way around. This is first. There you go. So this is the short one, and this is the main kick that goes to the track. This right here, what I did is I shortened the length. Unlike if you compare with this one right here, the length is at 701 and this one is at 448. And how does the 701 sounds like? Like this. Another thing that I added to this, I want to take some low end out. So I usually use a regular EQ. Oops, let me close that. Oh, the editor is right here. I usually use a regular EQ. In this case, I mean, I'm always use the EQ, but I usually use a regular EQ to do the cutouts, the cutoffs on the low end. So what I decided to do, I started looking into a plugin that I never use, which is the DJ EQ. And it turns out that this is actually really cool to actually do what us DJs like to do. Which is like to cut down the low end, and this is perfectly designed, just like a 3-band DJ mixer EQ. So it's really cool to use. So what I did, I dropped it down about 9 dBs on the low end, and it sounds really cool. It still has some bottom end, but you know, it doesn't have that much power. So when the new one comes in, it just sounds massive. Check it out. So now it has all that body, and it sounds really cool. Another cool thing that I did, or that I find cool, I don't know if you guys will, on the snare, let me close this, on the snare, I'm using an instance of battery 4. Right here. I could be using Groove Agent, but I don't know, I still feel the Groove Agent is lacking a lot of things, and I think they made it too complicated to me. And they are trying to go after battery, but me personally, I still think battery is a better plugin, my opinion. Although, well, I'm not gonna, you know, battery's still a little sluggish, but also Groove Agent is a little sluggish as well. I don't know what happened on this new update that they just made it a little sluggish, but I don't know. I just like battery better. So I got a snare banks that I made myself. So this is what I got right here. This really cool snares. So you may ask, how did I do that slow down effect, whatever? Well, I'm using this plugin called Pitch. What is it? Pitch Wheel, which is this thing right here. Really cool plugin. I extremely appreciate you for you guys to go, and I appreciate it because I didn't make this plugin, but I think it would be really cool if you guys look for this plugin. It's really dope to make like really cool like pitch down and stuff like that without having to go too crazy. Check out the function. All you gotta do is automate it real quick, and you could have like a glide, connect these two, so you go up to 24. Really dope plugin. So on the main kick right here, I did the same thing. Did the same thing with the DJ EQ, and I automated the DJ EQ, which you will see it right here. See the automation coming down. So that gives it that whole vibe of loudness when the main drop comes in. And I know a lot of you may know this stuff already, but again, I'm talking to the guys that are still trying to pick certain things up, and even the guys that know a lot about, you know, how to produce and stuff like that. Me personally, I like watching a lot of tutorials. The reason why is because you tend to forget, because there's so much stuff to remember, and sometimes you tend to forget things. So, but you actually, by constantly watching videos of other people and seeing how they use certain things and how they move around the programs, you'd be like, oh, I forgot about that. So, you know, I think it's cool to do this type of things and watch tutorials. So this is what I got going on. I got a simple clap right here. Now notice that that I'm not using too much reverb comparing to my previous tutorials. And the reason why I am not using too much reverb or making it so humongous and big is because, again, the more you practice, the more you produce, the more you learn. And the less reverb you use, the less muddiness, the more cleaner your sound. So I mean, of course, it has to be a balance, and you got to put everything in its own space. Like, for example, this snare right here, I'm actually using a little bit of reverb from Roomworks, which is right here. But look, I'm only using 8%. If I take it off, you can tell the difference, though. Big difference. But, you know, just a little tiny bit will go a long way instead of just making it sound so big and roomy. Because the thing is that when you play this type of tracks in the club, the room itself in any club already has reverb. So you kind of have to, you know, okay, I would like it to sound with all this reverb, but once you put it in a big room, then it's going to sound really big and muddy compared to, you know, all the other professional production that, you know, Tiesto and all these guys have, which they pay thousands of dollars to like super engineers to get their stuff mixed. Unlike us, that we don't have those type of budgets, we have to do it ourselves. Some people have asked me, can you actually master in a box? Can you actually do everything in your own studio? Yes, you can. You actually can. It's not recommended for you to produce and master your own track or mix your own track. And the reason why is because, you know, you kind of tend to get used to your own sound, so you tend to miss a whole bunch of stuff. But we don't have that option of paying somebody else, you know, thousands of dollars to mix and master our stuff. So what I recommend usually is to constantly use references on other tracks. Usually when I'm producing now, well, I mean, a new practice that I'm doing right now is I will have a track right next to my blank production, and I'm constantly hearing their tracks so I can stay clean and very focused on what it should sound like when it comes to the bass, kick, snares, and stuff like that, how much reverb they added, depending if I'm going for that type of style. Always remember that if you're doing dance music, whatever style you are doing, there are other producers out there that are creating that same style, so you might as well just download or buy or bootleg one of their tracks, put it right next to yours, and copy the structure of the EQ and all that stuff. A lot of information right there. I hope you guys are enjoying that. So on the snares, notice that it sounds like a little off. What I did was I kind of did like triplets. Have a couple of triplets, and I went from between 131, what is it? What do you call that? 132 and 164 back and forth, so I could get that groove. It gives the impression that it's kind of offbeat, but not really, because I wanted to give it kind of like that marching type of battle type of feel. I don't know if I think I achieved it. Again, I'm trying to call this track Children of War, but if you guys have a better name, I will appreciate it. And of course, if you guys want to collaborate on this, shoot me an email. But most importantly, you can just go on splice.com, and the session is going to be there on Ableton Live 9 format, and you'll be able to download it, remix it, upload it again. And once I upload this track to my digital label, I can actually upload your remix to this track, all right? It's going to be all stems. None of the MIDI parts are going to be there. It's going to be all stems. And I believe this is on F sharp. So I'll just put this up there. So on the break, I used the same melody. Where we at? Where's the break? Okay, right here. Very simple. Using a lot of automation right here. See these little things right here, very important. Sometimes you get like little clicks because of the automation. It's always good to turn those things, those hit points off. So that way when it comes in, it doesn't be like click, and then it takes over the automation depending on your CPU power. I don't know why I'm getting this flickering things. I think it's this new update of Cubase is making my screen flick. I don't know if you guys are seeing it, but it could be with my video card. I don't know, whatever. It's working fine anyway. Like I said, it's a very simple track. Nothing too special about it. I think the melody is really cool, and it's kind of like, you know, what's going on out there in the EDM world. Took me a bit while to get this together to where it's at, but I think I did a good job. And again, guys, your opinion would be extremely appreciated, and be gentle. Don't be a mean badass, okay? Because we're not here for that. We're here to learn. And if you could teach me something, I will appreciate it. So that's what it is. I'm going to stop the video right here, guys. Again, remember, please like, subscribe, comment, and make sure to look for this track on splice.com, because it's going to be up there for you guys to download. Check out all the parts. If you want to sample or take whatever it is that I have here and use it for your own tracks, man, go for it. Just don't jack the melody, because I'm going to release that, and it's going to be on my digital label, Digital Wax. So that's about it. Check out djmad.com, and also don't forget to follow the podcast. That's the My House My Way show on iTunes podcast app. Thank you guys. Have an amazing day, and I'll catch you on the next one.